Right.
So
Grandmaster.
yeah.
When was the first time that you decided that you wanted to get in the game, and what was your thought on the game when you decided that?
Well, by looking at Milton ride through, it was so enlightening, exciting, just to see somebody looking like a movie star coming through. That was kind of like you didn't see that every day. And by me being a kid, and only thing we could see was ride across town to see how the rich white people was living. But we was on the west side where people wasn't living as good. I
Mm.
just happened to be in position to do a lot better than the rest of my friends. And I think my whole crew which was four of us, we had advantage over everybody else. So the first time that I enlightened to start getting the game, I think I was like 17 years old.
Said, okay,
Because yeah,
Wow.
everybody start, all my friends start. I was like always like the leader of everything. My friends start following what I did, so we had a girlfriend. We started getting the welfare checks and stuff of that nature, because we didn't really know nothing about the game.
right.
But well, by us getting our feet wet and hadn't even got to apprentice stage yet, but we just warming our seats up to what was coming in the future.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
okay.
So
They say what I've heard is now coming from. Okay, let me just. I'm gonna touch back on that. But when you first got your first woman, your first piece of game you got, how did you step into the game, and what did you feel, and when and what point did you felt you blossomed?
well, let me take it all the way back to
Right.
when I went and got when I went and got the jobs, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't trying to get into the game. I watching the game from the sideline, but have dibbing and dabbing, had my feet in it.
Mm-hmm.
So when I went and got the job, that was for the thing my mind about the game. I was just gonna go to work like I was brought up to my mother and father, but that's all they drilled in me to go to work.
Right.
So I went past the test and I started going to work.
Mhm.
So I went and took another test. So now I got two jobs.
What kind of job was those?
One was a janitor and the other was a garbage man.
Oh
Oh,
wow.
But, but
Okay.
it wasn't 30 days later before I got fired from both jobs. But see, I'm riding down the street. I bought me a Cadillac, because
yeah.
I'm really trying to reach the sky when I right now.
Right.
Right.
But I'm riding down the street and some lights start blinking off and on.
Hmm.
But now
And
they said, it's been a word out here now. I mean, it's basically everywhere, and coming from, a young man, 60 years later, from where you at right now in the game. And I mean, it's hard for people to come from different kind of things, from where you done came from. It's just like somebody almost walking into a hurricane or something, because it seems like what we read. Me and Dynamite, we did some research, and we
Hmm.
found out some stuff, and whereas we read a whole lot of literature about you had some hotels, you had apartment building at age 40, you had all these things like that. You had land, motels, a chapel wedding, restaurants, hair shop.
Roman, hold on. We don't want to go too fast now because I want to hear the story that he was telling from his first job. Now you know what I'm saying. We're going too fast. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
get a job.
Hey, I know it's all gas, no brakes, but we got to pull the brake right quick. You know what I'm saying?
You gonna load him
Yeah,
in, Jack. Go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah,
Find
yeah,
out about that job.
yeah,
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 I
yeah.
was going I was
From the
I was
top.
gonna build it up to that, but we get to that.
Yes,
I was just letting you know how the beginning started.
yes,
Uh-huh.
sir.
But I was riding down the street. I bought me a Cadillac because I had two, three bras I'm getting welfare checks from. Actually Cadillacs didn't cost that much then. And I was the first youngster that had a Cadillac in Fresno. I was the first youngster that had a loader. See, I was low riding a year before that. So I started
Uh-huh.
buying cars every year. I bought the low ride, I stopped that, and then I jumped into the Cadillac because I'm ready
Mm.
to do something a little different now.
Right,
Right.
right, right.
But I got the job, so I'm trying to figure out which way I'm going to go.
Mm-hmm,
Mm-hmm.
mm-hmm.
But before I could figure it out, they fired me. They
Oh.
made my mind up for me. So when I'm riding down
Right.
Fresno Street, the lights start flashing.
Mm-hmm.
So two girls jumped out.
Mm.
They was prostitutes. So one, they wanted to ride with me. So I said, "Come on, I'm discussing everything because I don't know where the next money coming from now. I'm sitting on almost flat." And the girl looked upside my head and said she liked me. So the other girl told her, "Say if you like him, go and get your money together and give it to him. Choose him."
Uh-huh.
So by the time we get down to Chinatown, that's what happened. So that's how I got out the blocks. And then I had initially had two girlfriends that was most prettiest girls in the whole town. But they went to the left on me and done kind of bad. So I reeled them back in. So now I'm three deep. So now
Mm.
I go to Los Angeles. I knock another girl down there. Now I'm four deep. I ain't even 21 yet. So life started getting a little better for me. So that's
So
Right.
so
initially
so so so
that's
so not not to cut you off, Grandmaster. So while you collecting the stable, so this is a question I got. So you got the two girls, like you said, when they got in and they chose you.
right.
Were you already developing your game during this time? Did you
Oh
already
no, no, no,
have
no. I'm at apprentice stage at this time.
okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I wasn't seasoned at all then.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to do what I do and look what I've been seeing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But
Yes, sir.
now Milton was still around. He was still the biggest player in town,
Okay, okay, okay.
and they had another named Billy Etheridge. They was
Mm.
Marcel,
Mm-hmm.
and the rest of them was kind of mediocre players. But those the biggest players that I seen,
Right,
and
right.
everybody else seen.
At
Mm-hmm.
the age of six, at the age of what, 20?
No, yeah, I was up under 20. I wasn't 20 yet.
Okay.
But I'm kind of skipping the beat a little bit, taking it kind of fast. But I'm just trying to give you a scenario how it went.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes,
So,
sir.
so
Ain't got no money, you can't get no honey. You ain't got no cash,